Good morning, my friends. It is another beautiful day in the desert Southwest. Look at that blue sky, sun shining hot. Nomad Brad's coming to you from a gravel parking lot down here in Arizona. Spent the night here along with there's a F-350 pulling a camper trailer. And I'm just in this little kind of empty parking lot right next to a couple restaurants. Pretty good spot to spend the evening. Got the windows open, getting some fresh air. Let's do a little temperature check, see what we're working with. 75 degrees outside, 77 degrees inside. I need to reset the time, it's all wrong. I keep saying that in all my videos. Nomad Brad's been slacking. So this clock has the thing built in where it's supposed to be able to automatically determine your location and the time, but it doesn't work. Also, let's check the batteries. Let's see where our batteries are at. The sun just came up and started charging the batteries about half an hour ago. Let's see where we're at. Timestamp is 8:47 a.m. We got an 80% battery charge. We can go look at a graph. We can see last night we dipped down to about 73%. So it's looking good. That new battery bank is popping. Got the inverter down here just charging away, bringing in free energy from the sun, charging up my 10,000 watt hour Epoch lithium battery bank. Home on wheels looking pretty good. Been keeping it pretty clean lately, not too much clutter. So typically I do a morning espresso to get the day started. I'm doing things a little bit different this week, trying something new. I got some bone broth at the Sprouts Market out here in Arizona. And so I decided to start my day with a little bone broth, give me some vitamins and minerals, try something a little different. So I have to heat up the bone broth, and the best way I can think to do that is in the Instant Pot. I gotta say, I'm super impressed with the quality and durability of this Instant Pot. I bought this over 7 years ago in my very first van, my Ford E250 cargo van. It hasn't broken on me. It's been bumping around in the back of 4 different vehicles, under the bed, shoved in the corner, and I'm just super impressed that it's held out this long. So the Instant Pot just finished. It's all pressurized, so we gotta release the steam. Put this little rag over the top so the steam doesn't get all crazy. Woo! It's hot but not scalding. Okay, here we go. Pour in the soup from the bowl into the mug. There it is. So now I got a piping hot mug of bone broth. Look at, you can see the steam coming off of it. Oh, my favorite thing to do is just sit here in the morning, look out the window, just see what's happening. I'm right in the middle of the action, but also I'm at home. It's just crazy. I absolutely love it. All right, my friends, it's time to move on from our beautiful little spot that we have here in this gravel parking lot in Arizona. I'm going to just kind of clean up, put everything away. That's one responsibility of van life. You always got to make sure before you drive away that everything is cleared off the counters. You don't want anything crashing and breaking while you're on the move. So now we're all cleaned up. Countertops are cleaned up. Put my little dish rag right there. Looking good. We'll check on the power really quick, see how we're doing. Let's do a temperature check also. And I reset the clock. So it is 12:54 p.m. on a Thursday, March 27th. That's all correct. 92 degrees outside, 78 degrees inside. I have had the AC running just to keep it reasonable in here. Let's see how the batteries are doing. What's it charged up to? So currently at 92% battery capacity. If you remember, when we woke up this morning, we had 80%. But also keep in mind, I have been running the AC, and also we did a fair amount of cooking this morning. We got some plans today. I got to go wash the van. It's filthy. I still haven't washed it since I've been out in the desert with the box truck boys. Box truck boys! So I need to take it through the wash, get it cleaned up. It's looking good. All cleaned up, ready to rock. Here we are, Planet Fitness parking lot. I've been here quite a bit. I've stayed the night here many times. We'll hop up in the back, get the shower bag ready, and I think I'll grab a quick snack before I go. Oops, it was already unlocked. I didn't even look at it. We'll get the shower bag ready, and then I will make a quick snack. So shower time bag, I'm gonna need my towel, fresh t-shirt, fresh underwear. That's pretty much it. Towel. T-shirt. Got the shower bag. Also, let's do a little temperature check and a battery check. Currently 4:54 p.m., 94 degrees outside, 80 degrees inside. Although I figured out that temperature, the inside temperature is not super accurate. It's actually a few degrees cooler than that. For some reason, the indoor temperature monitor is not accurate. We'll do a battery check. I would say realistically, it's more like 75 in here. It feels super comfortable. Do a battery check. Currently sitting at 99%, which basically means it's full. So pretty good. We'll be going into the evening with a full battery bank, ready to rock. And the air conditioner's been running the whole day. Gonna watch a little Isaac Turner. He's installing a diesel heater in his bus. See what's going on.
Hello.
There he
Welcome
is.
Back to a brand new video. And if you don't know who I am, you've never watched my channel before.
Gonna eat some hummus.
I used to build school buses into houses for a living. Used to have a shop. Did a whole bunch of buses. Did a whole bunch of conversions.
And some almonds before we hit the gym.
Things, right?
Hummus and almonds. Watching Isaac Turner.
And they typically work great with like no issues or failures. Now, granted, not everything's perfect. It looks like they did supply you with some adapters, which is really cool.
So he's installing a Vellet diesel heater. So Vellet seems to be a pretty good company. I've installed their air conditioners. And what's interesting, which Isaac mentions in the video, is that this is kind of an in-between heater on pricing. So if you look online, like on Amazon, all the diesel heaters they range between $90 to $150. That's all the cheap Chinese stuff. I've always used the cheap Chinese style heaters and they've always worked fine for me. He also mentioned he's installed the expensive diesel heaters, you know, the ones that are like over $1,000. $699 Vellet. It does come in gasoline, which is nice for folks that have a gasoline engine and you want to tap into your fuel tank.
So let's talk about my overall impressions and my thoughts on it, right? I am very, very, very impressed with the heater. So the cheap diesel heaters that you get off Amazon, they aren't thermostat controlled. When you start spending more money to get better heaters, what you do get is climate control thermostat. So it's like you can set it to a temperature and it will kick on and off. The components seem a lot better. Everything seems better. The one thing I will say is that exhaust line is really short.
So there we go. He says the components are better quality. I believe it. Also, the exhaust line's a little short. So there you go. Vellet heater from Mr. Isaac Turner. He reviewed it, although he hasn't really used it yet. So we'll follow up with Isaac and see at some point if he posts like more of a long-term review. That's it for me on my little snack break. Had some almonds and some hummus. And now I'm going to go to the gym. Going to get my workout on, get a little sweaty. And then I gotta go wash this hair, take a shower. We did it! Got the workout, got the shower, feeling refreshed. It's looking good. The sun is just starting to go down. Right now we're at the parking lot, of course, outside the Planet Fitness. You can see the shadows, the sun's heading down. So we gotta cruise over to our evening spot. See if we can find a good place to watch the sunset. Let's go. It's currently 6:30 p.m. If you notice, the streets are empty. It's because all the retired folks are home getting ready for bed. Nobody's out. All right, we're pulling up here on this housing development. It's so brand new that it's not even on Google Maps yet. You can see over here there's some houses about to be built. They're just popping them up side by side, a bunch of little starter homes. It's funny to see, you know, like a city subdivision, but instead of dirt and grass, everything is just sand. Like they're literally just building these houses on sand, which is wild to me. And here we go. If I take it right here, that should put us out of the development and we should be looking right at the desert. And here it is. Desert dead ahead. So, I wonder how soft that sand is. I don't want to pull off and get stuck. It looks pretty soft. We'll go up here a little bit by this dead end sign. This looks a little bit more packed. I can hear gunshots. But here we go, look at this. Here's our sunset. And then looking back here, we got the town of Yuma all down there. We're on the outskirts, baby. This is the edge. This is all desert. That way is all Mexico eventually. And so back here's the foothills. My dad lives back here a couple miles. That's it. We're on the edge of town. So let's set up the ladder and we'll climb up the rig and watch the sunset. And here we are. Here's the 360 view, the incomplete subdivision, foothills back there, big mountain range. Over here's Mexico. I see a truck way off there in the desert. And there is the beautiful sunset. So cool. We're up on the roof, 1200 watts of solar. I just washed the panels, but they got some spots on them because the water here has really heavy minerals in it. So next time I wash it, I need to go back and use Windex instead of letting the water evaporate. That'll take care of the water spots, but we're still making plenty of energy. We ain't worried about it. Dang, look at that. Go ahead and launch this thing from the rooftop. Hopefully the battery's charged. The battery on this drone is not very good. I did buy it used, in all fairness, but also this is the DJI Mini 3 Pro. But I think the battery life in general is just not that good on these. But that's okay. As long as we get 10 minutes of flight time, we can see what's happening, get some cool shots.